Hey guys, I'm Diana, and I'm answering your questions today from my Ask Me Anything post. And I've got 17 questions to answer, so I'm going to be rolling through them pretty fast because the first vlog I did was 20 minutes long, and nobody wants to watch me for that long. So if you see me look down, it's because I have the answers or the questions on the screen, and that's what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to scroll through and get to them. If I don't answer it the way you wanted me to, or you're still confused or something, then just email me and we can talk more. Okay, so Jen wants to know about organization because she's having her third baby. Jen, I have one child who naps like sometimes two naps a day for like 2 hours. So I have a lot of time to be organized and clean, but if I had three, I don't know, I would die. But anyway, bins are a big one for us. We use lots of baskets, lots of bins to keep all the kind of clutter and everything like that in different rooms, on tables, really anywhere. Bins are a big one. Going through stuff, throwing things away, giving things away. If you haven't used it in 6 months, you're probably never going to. Just getting rid of stuff. I threw like 2 trash bags full of crap away today, and it felt amazing. Amazing. I don't know if there's any better high than that. So that's kind of my tip. And then to use space really wisely. Use closet space if you can too. And when they're napping or having a quiet time, just try to get the clutter up, vacuum, keep the kitchen clean, that kind of stuff, just like surface area stuff, so that it's easier when you do deep clean because you've already done the little minuscule stuff around. Kim wants to know what got you started blogging. It was because of Blair from Air to Blair, and then also from Ashley of Nolan's story, both on my blog roll. I'd read them for about a year. I was like, wow, I really want to do this. I don't do well at keeping a journal or anything like that, so I've always written, I've always loved to write, and it just seemed like so much fun. So, yeah, and I was home alone with Bella. It was winter. We only had one car. It was a sanity saver at that point. And she also said, when did you and Sam decide to have kids? Was it a difficult decision or something you just knew you wanted to do? We were married at 19, so we waited a long time, 6 years, to decide to have kids. And so when we decided, 3 weeks later, I was pregnant. So yeah, that was very, very quick. I'm glad we didn't try before that because it would have been fast. Mrs. Mid-Atlantic wants to know, what's your favorite in a pinch dinner? Probably we do noodles, either butter or olive oil with Parmesan cheese, really finely chopped fresh rosemary, and salt and pepper all mixed together. It's amazing. I love it. It's definitely not Weight Watchers, but it's amazing. It's a really good dinner. Sarah wants to know what my favorite drink is at Starbucks. That would be something mocha. I don't know what it is because I don't get to Starbucks very often, even though I love it. So something with mocha, and it's hot, and it's not a hot chocolate. Lisa said, how did you meet your husband? I was 12, he was 13. We were both in 7th grade at the same Christian school. Not a great year. And I was a dork beyond, like, even now, dorkier. High water pants, chunky glasses, oh my goodness, the works. And then he was he would light things on fire, blow tacks out of his nose, throw things at people. So we just kind of became friends because he was so funny. And then sophomore year, he switched over to a public school that I was already at, and we became best friends. And then senior year, we started dating. Allison wants to know, how's the grocery budget going? Will you stick to it when Sam is gone? And what about playgroup? Do you still go? The grocery budget, we had to up from 87 to 100 because 87 was not cutting it for lunches. And with Sam home, it's even more, which I think is ridiculous for 3 people, but I seriously cannot get it under $100 a week. But when he leaves, it's like, it'll be cut quite a bit, obviously. We'll have one less person in the house. And then playgroup, I know some of the playgroup people actually read my blog, so don't take offense to this, but I just didn't fit. And so eventually I just didn't go back because I didn't I just didn't feel like I was, except for one girl, I didn't feel like I was making any friends there or anything like that. But I mean, they were really sweet. They're totally different lifestyles. Most of their husbands were doctors and lawyers and all that kind of stuff. So I'm really hoping to get back into a different play group when Sam leaves. And for right now, we do Gymboree. That's been a lot of fun. Krista said, when will you guys have more babies? So our plan all along was to have our kids spaced a ways apart. Like I didn't want 2 under 2 or anything, and we're past that now, which is good. I had a really rough pregnancy with Bella. I had a really rough first year with Bella. So we really would like to wait until probably this summer and then maybe try. But I wanted to wait in case I had a rough pregnancy again until Bella was able to maybe go to either like a preschool or something like that. And so Sam could be home with me too. So that's kind of the plan for now, maybe this summer sometime. Shannon asked about Bella's diet because her daughter is close in age to Bella. Bella's an easy baby. I don't know. I got lucky. I know a lot of kids are really picky with food. Bella eats kind of anything. So she doesn't really have any allergies. Tomatoes are not good just because they cause her severe diaper rash, but basically she eats almost anything. We try to do a lot of toddler friendly foods because she likes to feed herself. So things that she can pick up, small pieces of chicken, steamed broccoli, steamed apples, kiwis, all kinds of stuff. And I just try to buy like all kinds of different things when I go to the store. But if you're having trouble, toddler books are great because they give you some different recipes that you can try. Also talking to your pediatrician and seeing if they can recommend like a dietitian for that kind of stuff is great too. We had a dietitian when Bella wasn't gaining enough weight. That really helped with a lot of things. Jen wants to know what my favorite color is, green. And when we get stationed on the East Coast, can she come visit? Yes. And if we do get stationed on the East Coast, I'm going to be thrilled. We better not be stationed in Texas. I know you're there, Jen, but I don't want to live in Texas ever. Sorry. Desi wants to know some favorite baby and toddler books. Okay, this is one of them. They have a whole series. This is the cutest book ever. It is a finger puppet, and Bella loves these. These are like the best books ever. These are our absolute favorites. And then the usual like Goodnight Moon and all those kind of ones too. Brooke wants to know how I did that cute welcome button on Facebook. Brooke, that is like a whole vlog in its own. But if you write me, then I will tell you how to do it. And if you guys aren't on my Facebook page, you can click up on the top with a little green F and like it, because I do a lot of posting over there about stuff that I talk about, my life, things like that, but that really aren't blog posts, like whole blog post worthy. And we have a lot of fun over there. Noelle wants to know how my hair is so shiny and if I use hair products. I don't use any hair products, but I do use a straightener because my hair is naturally curly, so I'm guessing that's probably why. And then after I shower, at the last minute or so, I always shock it with cold water because I heard that closes the hair shaft really fast and makes it shinier. I don't know. I don't know if it works or not. And then she said, how did you pick Bella's name? Because all my Barbies were named Isabella and Bella growing up. And do you have future baby names picked out? I like Preston for a boy, and I like Sophia and Chloe for a girl. But I'm sure once we get pregnant, we're going to go through like 50,000 names trying to find one. Susan asked, what's my most embarrassing moment? Probably when my parents asked if Sam and I were having sex. They already knew. Somebody had told them, but they were mad and they wanted me to say it myself. So I had to, and that was pretty embarrassing for everybody. I was 17 and I wanted to die. Not the most fun experience. And we had to tell his grandparents. Not fun. Jen wanted to know if I had a DeLorean and could go back in time to tell myself something, what would I say? I didn't even know what a DeLorean was. I've never seen Back to the Future. I had to ask Sam. I would say to myself to love my body because I was a cheerleader, and looking back, I'm like, I look pretty damn good. I would want that now. So, and then also to remind myself that high school doesn't last forever. It's over and it doesn't matter anymore after that. Lucy says, what's your number one tip on growing your blog readership? And this is actually like kind of a hard question because I feel like most of the time I'm just kind of a mess on my blog. Like I come on here and I just pretty much emotionally vomit all over everything, and people actually stay and read it and comment, and that blows me away that you guys even come back and that you're not just like, freak, no thanks. Um, so I would say, I guess commenting, finding your niche, finding a community that kind of, what you're passionate about, they're passionate about the same things. Really blogging what you love. And blogging on a pretty regular basis. I find blogs, and they update like maybe once a week, and I just kind of forget about them after a while because I'm like, oh, I didn't even know you were still around. Um, and so those are my tips. I love doing this, and so I just love to be on here and to write. So anyway, that was my last question. And thank you guys for asking. Thank you for reading. This has been a great year because of my blog and of you guys. And I just, can't believe you keep coming back and reading. So thanks. It's been a lot of fun. And I'll just keep going as long as I can.